Hello. What's up, people of the comic world and or people that are just on a random side of YouTube and bored? It is me, Taylor, and I'm here to talk about this week's cool comics and whatnot. Up first, I have a few different number ones. First number one is from Marvel. It's Fallen Angels. So I'm curious to see where this goes. On the front is Psylocke, and it's also featuring Cable and X-23. So that's going to be a cool one. Up next, we have Morbus, the living vampire. Now, I don't think he's had his own comic in the past. So this is a number one based on the Marvel villain. So that'll be a cool one to check out if you were into that type of thing. Up next, we have Punisher Soviet. It's a new Punisher title. This is number one. So if you've been keeping up with the Punisher, this is a separate storyline that'll be pretty cool. And yeah. Up next, Marvel Tales typically has a number one almost every week based on a certain character. It has a bunch of different like little stories associated with it, and this one it is Doctor Strange. So it's going to be some of his more popular stories all wrapped up into one kind of mega comic. So Marvel Tales, Doctor Strange, number one. Up next is a very popular comic. Past few weeks there has been Dark Multiverse comics by DC. And Tales from the Dark Multiverse number one, The Blackest Night. So that's going to be interesting. One to check out. Kind of gives you a different story. They take storyline and kind of do a what if, like if this happened instead, or if like this person did it instead. So that one's going to be cool. Up next is a DC comic. It is actually number two. The first one came out not too long ago. This is based off the popular anime Ruby. So I like that Marvel and DC are kind of taking a step into the anime audience and kind of getting our attention. That's going to be a cool one as well. Up next is number two. This is going to be a 12-issue series based on Batman. And first one came out also not too long ago. DC's The Batman's Grave, number two. Next is another number two of a very popular comic, is the new XMen title. They're coming out with, I think it's like 4 new titles, and they're all going to kind of release at the same time. But this week, XMen number 2 came out. XMen number 1, I think, came out either a week or 2 ago. So, very hard one to get your hands on. Up next is a comic I have been personally reading and keeping up with myself. This is number 3. It is Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Little friend duo here, and it's just been keeping up with little adventures that they're going on. So it's super fun. The variants to these covers are super cool, and I'm collecting them all. So last but not least is my cover of the week. It is an annual, and it is Marvel number 1, The Wedding of Spider-Man and Black Cat. Boom. This is my cover of the week. As soon as I saw it, I gasped in excitement at Black Cat's wedding attire. So I really liked what they did with that. In fact, she's still wearing like super suit. It's not your cliche like wedding dress or anything. So it was very unexpected. When I saw it, absolutely fell in love with the cover. So I will be taking this home. As always, that is just a select few of the many that comes out every week. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on whatever platform you were watching this on. Like Dicejunkies, yeah. If you are local to the Ridgeland area, come see me at Vance Comics and Cards and check out some comics, or set up a subscription to save monies on your comics or support whatever local comic shop is in your area. And I'll see you next week.